What is going on, guys? Skits here, back with yet another short and sweet guide for Battle for Azeroth. More importantly, the second patch of Tides. I'm going to show you how to scoop up all of your juicy item level gear 370 plus. If you're brand new to WoW, if you have neglected your alts, if they are terribly geared, 340, 350, 360, I'm going to give you all of the juice to power them up to potentially 400 item level in the quickest way possible. This might be a little bit scuffed in the order that I go in, but I'm going to give you everything I possibly can to make sure this is a beneficial video for you. This is going to be from the Alliance side. You guys are smart enough, you can flip it for Horde if you don't understand where to grab certain items. Mythics, universal. Your Warfronts, universal. Your against overwhelming odds, your PvP quest, universal. So let's jump right into this. We're going to go from the top tier, 400 gear, the easiest to grab probably, and then we'll work down. So number one being your Warfronts. Awesome. Okay, I saved this for the turn-in live for the video. We're going to see how this goes. But Battle for Darkshore, 400 plus. Your Battle for Strom is going to give you a piece of gear that is 370 plus. So let's actually live on this video turn this bad boy in. We just linked up with our 400 shoulders Pog. Okay, so that's awesome. That is a 400 item level piece from Darkshore. You also grab, I think, 750 Azerite power, and your next 400 piece for the Alliance side, if you go on the boat, you guys have it on the Horde as well, obviously, but your weekly PvP quest, the gentleman right here has it for us. I'm just going to go over and show you where I grabbed it from. He will give you a quest to slay 25 Horde. Once you do that, that will also generate you a 400 item level piece. Amazing. Really quick, really easy, guaranteed loot from your weekly, and those are two to knock out to grab two 400 item level pieces of gear. Let's move down to 385. Where do you land 385 gear? Easy. Time walking. Your weekly time walking complete 5 dungeons will generate you a 385 item level piece of gear, and it is absolutely awesome for the catch up. 385 also comes from what mythic now? There's been a 30% damage increase. Reaping got introduced to the affixes, and now the mythic levels scale the end of the dungeon in your weekly chest loot scale. So if you're watching this on the first week, if you're doing anything above a Mythic 6, you're doing it wrong. It is capped right now at the end of dungeon loot at 385, and your weekly chest loot for the next week, the first week after the patch, is capped at 395. Stay with me. 370 plus Mythic 0 gives a baseline gear of 370, okay? Mythic 2, a baseline gear of 375, and it goes the whole way up to Mythic 10. After the first week, if you do a Mythic 10, it will give you an end of the dungeon loot, has a chance to drop 400 item level gear, and your weekly chest will have 410 gear. But like I said, for the first week, no matter how skilled you are, no matter how awesome your group is pumping Mythic plus Keystones, you need to stop, or you shouldn't be able to. If you want to test it. But Mythic 6, the first week, is the cap. 385 loot at the end of the dungeon, 395 loot in your chest at the next week, okay? That is an amazing way to gear up right now. So even if you're like 350, 360, if you're spamming Mythic Zeros for 370 plus that have a chance to upgrade, that is amazing. 370 plus Mythic 0 also introduced the new ring of our Azerite traits, so make sure you look out for that as well. 375, okay, so we're going from 400 to 385 with our time walking and our plus 5 mythic, plus 6 mythic. Now to 375 is going to be our conquest cap, okay? So more PvP in Group Finder. Right here, we fill this bar up, 500 conquest, okay? The sample reward is going to give us a 375 plus piece of gear on the spot on that week. Once you fill that up, depending on your current rating, in rated battlegrounds or your PvP 2s, 3s, and 5s, it will generate you a piece of gear depending on how well your rating is in that previous week. I believe that is capped as well on the first week at 385 and at 395 for the previous chest. So basically, your mythics you complete, you knock those out for gear on the spot, and then you get a chest at the end, or the beginning, I'm sorry, of the previous week, Tuesday reset, and then PvP's the same way. And this is kind of overwhelming, but I wanted to include everything so you guys could actually like dissect it and figure out where your gear's coming from, right? So this gives you a 375 piece. At the end of the week, you'll go to your quartermaster, and then you will open up a chest just like you do for Mythic Plus for that piece of gear, right? So far we have Darkshore, we have Strom for 2 Warfronts pieces of gear. We have Against Overwhelming Odds for a 400 piece of gear to slay 25 of the opposing faction. We have a 385 guaranteed piece from your 5 Time Walking. We have Mythic 0 giving 370 all the way up to the first week of 385, 395 from your chest. We have the Conquest cap I just showed you, and also we included already our Strom for our Warfronts, and that should about cover it. If I missed anything on the first week here, please in the comment section below, fire away. I would love to compile a list, and I know gearing, is extremely important to you guys, but doing it quick, right? I've neglected a couple alts that are at 120, and this is the perfect opportunity to power gear them right now. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends so they can get geared up. Our Discord is a great resource for you guys, for gold making, for guides. If you stream yourself, if you put out content yourself, discord.gg/itskits. I'll leave all the links below. And of course, if you found this video beneficial, you can always find me on my live stream nightly, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, twitch.tv/itskits. Love you guys. Glad to be back. Hope you're killing it. I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day. I'm out of here. Peace. I like it. I like it. So, 400 cloak. That just replaced the 385 cloak we got from the +6 Pog, but I'll take it. It is what it is. Let's go, baby.